If you die without a will, well, the state has one waiting for you, and you might not like what it says about your house. Hi, I'm Jen. I've been a probate attorney for close to 20 years, and I have watched this exact scenario destroy wealth that people were trying to create through their home and really cause problems amongst family members who thought things were straightforward and should be simple. Here's what a lot of people don't know. Before we go any further, I want to give you an actionable step you can take forward and not simply a nugget of information. The link is below for my free 6-day organizational challenge where you can take a easy right step forward. The link is below and I'll see you there. Now let's get back to it. In a lot of states, if you die without a will, then the children might be entitled to own the home or some portion of the home with the spouse. So that means if you're married with kids, meaning your own kids, or you had kids together, either way, if your house is stuck in probate and you die without a will, you might be in a state that makes your spouse and your kids co-owners. Whether they're minor kids and whether they're adults, either way. And this is a big problem because that means your spouse can't sell without getting everyone else to agree. They can't refinance. They can't make major financial decisions without major legal complications. And if one of your adult children is going through a divorce, guess what? That's going to bring your home and your spouse's home into the mix. Same goes with creditors. It's a big, big deal. And if those kids just don't want to agree on what should be done with the home, well, now we have a stalemate over the most important asset that you guys have. This isn't a worst case scenario. This is the default plan many states have in place for people who don't do a will. These laws, they're called intestacy laws. They are just something that people thought was a good idea at one time, and it's a lot of times just a formula that doesn't really care about real families, doesn't care about your particular situation, doesn't care if your spouse needs to downsize or access equity or move closer to family. They just apply a formula, and that formula kind of can result for a disaster for a lot of people. A will changes that. It's your opportunity to say what you want to have happen to the things that are subject to probate. It lets you decide who gets those things, not the state. It's not complicated, but it has to be there. So here's what this means for you. If you have a home and if you have kids, even if those kids are adults, if you don't have a will, then you are running a major risk. If your home is stuck in probate, it may end up in ownership that you and your spouse may not expect. If that sounds wrong, you need a good estate plan, full stop. And that includes a will. Not someday, you need to start working on it today. So where do you even begin? All right, well, I'm a probate attorney, so I have worked with estate plans that work and those that fail. And it's more than just getting a legal document. So let's start here. Join my free 6-day organizational challenge, and I'm going to give you easy categories of information to gather, and that's where you're going to start out in the process, gathering information. And then I'm going to explain how to avoid probate entirely. How does that work? How do people avoid it? You can join me by signing up. The link is below, and I will join you in your email inbox.